the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, the talk has been that they don't want to play with caution tonight. They want to let it all hang out. They seem to be a pretty revved up group coming into this game. We'll see if that translates into success on the court. Look at the numbers DeMarcus Cousins has put up the last few seasons. Just astounding. The scoring, the rebounding. How about the defense?
Well, I think he's still one of the best true big men who plays inside the paint and as a three-pointer, but does most of his damage inside like big guys are supposed to do.
Well, you know what? You can't deal with his size and strength. That's the one thing. There's very few guys can do that. Emotionally, if he stays on course, he could be one of the greats that ever played this game. You don't believe that?
What happened?
Okay.
Time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. Now let's get a pregame report from Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who spoke moments ago with Doc Rivers. David.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's a pretty tall order. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Well, Smitty, we have a fantastic matchup between two of the top centers in the league right in front of us here. It's a throwback to an era of an earlier time when big men were dominant in this league.
Kevin, I remember those days when you just sat down, you wanted to see Shaq versus Ewing, Hakeem versus David Robinson. Those were fun. Yes, as a guard, we had matchups, but you know that was different. Those were the big men battling.
Yes.
I miss those days.
I do too. So the Pelicans win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The heart of the team at the 4 and the 5, Griffin and Jordan. Austin Rivers is out there with Thornwell, and it's Johnson in at the 3. Cunningham's shot is off. Here's Thornwell. Over Moore. Not enough on that one as it misses. On defense, the Clippers. Davis with the bucket.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Johnson. Up top, Griffin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is, Greg, when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
And the first one drops. And Blake Griffin, a free agent this past summer, ended up staying with the Clippers while others departed.
Yeah, you thought he might be gone after CP3 left, but Griffin enjoyed the team, and they offered him a huge contract. You felt as though he flew under the radar a bit in free agency, due maybe to his history of injuries.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
You know what? He has insane athleticism, Blake Griffin, but you see the reason why he's become a franchise player. He's added the mid-range game, and he can pass it.
Now here is Holiday. Now here's Cousins. The dish to Moore. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Johnson with it. He's against Cunningham. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
You know, Wes Johnson, the former 4th overall pick, has never lived up to that draft position. But he'll give you some solid minutes in short bursts.
And that one misses. And for Johnson, he does have great length, which is his biggest asset as a player. Steve, very disruptive on the defensive end with that reach.
Yeah, it helps him. I mean, that extra length helps him at the rim as well, offensively and defensively. Wingspan over 7 feet as a 6'7" player. That's nice.
Here's Thornwell. Second shot opportunity, and Griffin with the layup.
Sometimes superstars, they want the basketball, and when they don't have it, they don't work. Blake, he worked on that possession to get the putback.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Outside, Davis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Greg, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Davis. And the Pelicans at last season's trade deadline making the big deal for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, you look at Anthony Davis being paired with Cousins, and certainly on paper you could make the argument that they've got the best 1-2 punch on the front line in the league. 2 Kentucky guys, great size and offensive skill in terms of their versatility. If they can surround them with shooters and some perimeter defense, I think this group could be scary.
And here is Davis after Wesley Johnson just hit the 3. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 6 points.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Here's Thornwell. Back to Rivers to the inside. And stolen by Cousins. Out left to the wing. From deep, Moore. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Johnson with it. 5 points in the game. Moore with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. At the top of the key, Cousins. Here is Cunningham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Here's Griffin, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Holiday. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He is just a monster on the boards. And with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
Here's Griffin. Jordan the screen. Here's Thornwell. And that one hits back iron. For New Orleans, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Cunningham kicks to Holiday. Hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Clippers trail. Outside Griffin. There's the feed to Rivers. Johnson in the corner. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Davis has the open look. The quick look, no good that time. Griffin against Davis. Johnson outside. Again, the miss by Johnson. New Orleans has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Davis in the corner, trying his luck deep. Davis can't get that one to fall.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Rivers has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Holiday kicks to Cunningham. Back to Holiday. The shot, no good. Good D by Jordan. Holiday against Rivers. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Cunningham kicks to Moore. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Moore with the steal. And he banks in the layup. Moore's got his first basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thornwell, the pass to Jordan. Right wing. Rivers dishes to Griffin. Los Angeles with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Cunningham kicks to Cousins. They set the pick over Jordan. Cousins with another miss. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Johnson outside. That one misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Holiday gets the bucket. And Doc Rivers, Steve, a coach who has one of the rare distinctions of being traded from one team to another. This, of course, happened when the Celtics traded him to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, Kevin, this was so odd. Doc Rivers was worth a first-round draft pick in the 2015 draft for the Clippers. Rivers asked to be moved as he didn't want to go through the rebuilding process what the Celtics had in front of them.
Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Holiday's got 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's the screen. Jordan the pass to Rivers. Holiday with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Cousins with the ball. Holiday, a screen on Rivers. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. That no debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Diallo, he's checked in for Cousins. Darius Miller comes in for Dante Cunningham. Clark, he's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. And Nelson is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Evans outside. Outside Williams. The pass to Thornwell. 5 to shoot. Picked by Harrell. Los Angeles with another miss.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
Miller outside. He feeds it to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Nelson. It's tipped. Here's Diallo. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Diallo.
Well, the last few seasons haven't been easy for the Clippers. They've had some of their best teams, but are clearly a cut below from contending with the other heavy hitters in the West. You wonder if the window has closed on this team.
Read a screen. Here's the floater. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Going teardrop Lou Williams, pulling out all the moves. He's got them.
They set the pick. Miller sets a screen for Nelson. A 3-ball. Reed with the steal. 44 seconds left to play here in the first. Evans inside. Guarded by Nelson. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Thornwell. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And now it's only a 5-point Pelican lead. Nelson outside. Davis with a screen on Evans. Davis sets a screen. Here's Clark. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Thornwell can't get it to go.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited by college coaches, and then he, really took his game and became serious about it. And I watched his work ethic, and I watched how he, put the time in, the things he did, and that's kind of where I developed mine.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. It doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for New Orleans right now, Davis is out there with Miller. Then there's Ian Clark. Then it's Nelson, and it's Diallo in at the center.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, and the Pelicans, after making the playoffs in 2015, had some high expectations with superstar Anthony Davis, but last year was a bit of a disappointment, and it forced them to kind of pull the trigger and go out and land DeMarcus Cousins. So their fortunes now, I think, are going to be held by those two anchors on the front line.
And he sinks the second. Greg, what would you say is the key for the Pelicans to get back in the playoff mix?
There's several. I think rebounding was a big problem. The trade for Cousins should help in that area, and every team needs more shooting. But I think in particular, this group does. And then first and foremost, look, you got to stay healthy. Hard to figure out what you have when you never get a chance to see it. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Davis with the block.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Kicks it to Clark. He dishes it to Nelson. Pass to Davis. 14 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Davis has got 11 points.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Here's Thornwell, picked by Harrell. 11 feet away, Thornwell can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 8. Clark for 3. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Clark's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Thornwell, covered by Miller. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's blocked. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. And my goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win.
2.
That's good from Williams. Smitty still the most electrifying play in the game, the slam dunk. For your money, who are the more phenomenal dunkers right now in the league?
Zach LaVine is at top of my list.
High flyer, you're right.
LeBron James, Aaron Gordon, those guys.
Antetokounmpo.
Yes. I mean, you talk about guys that are trying stuff that guys don't try in games. Those guys, Russell Westbrook, love to see more of these guys in the dunk contest. But Zach LaVine right now is the top of my list.
He is. Now, here is Nelson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's a good screen. Down low, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. For New Orleans, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
One shot.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Timeout.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And here's Nelson after Lou Williams was able to get the 3 to go. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Clippers trail by 9. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Nelson kicks to Clark. Down low. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now here's Harrell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pick by Harrell. Williams in the post. It's good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Outside, Davis over Reed, and Davis with the basket on the assist by Nelson. And that's now 18 points for Anthony Davis. Evans dishes to Williams. Pick by Harrell. High arcing shot, and Davis sends it back. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
For New Orleans, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Diallo, and it's Holiday in for Ian Clark. The Clippers also making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Reed.
One shot, gentlemen.
Blake Griffin comes in for Harrell, and it's Johnson in for Thornwell. That free throw good from Miller.
The Clippers with another early playoff exit last season. You still have to like the core of this team. Window might be closing, but they're always competitive.
Hits it from three-point range. Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
There's the pick. Davis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Holiday. Here's Davis. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Davis has got 20.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jordan with a screen on Holiday. To the paint. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Now, here is Nelson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 6 to shoot. Outside Holiday. Over Williams. Holiday with another miss.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Johnson kicks to Evans. He gets it in there. Evans has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Davis, the pass to Miller. Outside, Davis. The 11-footer, and the jumper is on the mark. He's got 22.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot, a big reason why they're ahead in this game.
And the Clippers call time here. And the New Orleans Pelicans last season with one of the worst offensive rebounding percentages in history.
Yeah, I mean, it improved somewhat with DeMarcus Cousins coming in. But I think really it's the team's philosophy, though. They value getting back in transition more than they value a chance to attack that offensive glass.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Cunningham comes in for Darius Miller. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Nelson. The 19-foot shot. They get it back. Here's Rivers. Here's Jordan. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans leading by 11. Now Moore. Screen by Cousins. Moore against Rivers. No good from Moore.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Williams' shot is off.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now here is Holiday. He has 7. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
And Cousins, at his size, able to handle and finish like a guard. Very nimble in the pick and roll.
Holiday against Rivers. Johnson, a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Holiday dishes to Cousins. To the middle. Another shot, and the layup is good. Cunningham's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Now here's Rivers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. You think back to the start of Austin Rivers' NBA career and you see just how far he's come as a player. Has always had the physical skills and speed, but has made big leaps, I think, Steve, in his play.
You know what? You're right, Kevin. Looking back at his rookie year, he just seemed overwhelmed. But now he's on the floor. He looks in complete control. Game has slowed down for him. He has become a much more efficient player.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw missing. And sometimes it gets started with a hard foul from the other team or a whistle that you felt should have gone the other way. Anger can happen in the NBA. We see it. Emotions are high. It's a passionate game. Smitty, what was the angriest you ever got during a game? I know you competed because you were one of the best competitors I ever saw, but did it ever cross that line of becoming a little bit more gritty, a little bit more angrier?
It did, Kevin. I think one instance for sure. Game 7, Western Conference. Drove the basketball hard as I could and was fouled by Shaq. They didn't call it. Being flat and laid out and the guys going up and down, we eventually lost that game. That was one I still haven't got over it. And when I see Shaq today, I might not do it, but I want to knock him upside his head because
yeah, no,
he
don't
knew
do
it was
it
a
now.
foul, and I knew it was a foul, but it wasn't called.
He is one big man. He looks like he could play right now, as do you, which I think is great about ex-athletes and keeping in shape and staying that way. But Shaq certainly looks like he could play right now.
And I would be a 5 right now trying to guard him. That'll be interesting.
Little mismatch. Here's Rivers following the basket by Blake Griffin. And the rejection by Cousins.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
Pelicans leading by 10. And here is Moore. And Holiday has it in the corner. Screen by Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
And with great players, you've got to pick your poison. You'll live with Cousins shooting from mid-range.
Rivers kicks to Griffin. And here's Johnson outside. Again, the miss by Johnson.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Cousins, the pass to Holiday. Dishes to Cunningham. Feeds it to Cousins. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And Cousins just relentless at attacking down low.
Griffin a screen on Holiday. Rivers dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pelicans leading by 12. There's the screen. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Pass to Moore. Cousins with a screen on Williams. Here's Moore. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Moore's got his second basket of the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Jordan the screen. Rivers kicks to Williams. Jordan trying to free himself up, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Well, for New Orleans, shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Cousins. Davis has got 24 points.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Now the dish to Jordan. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Wes Johnson, never an elite three-point shooter, but good enough that you got to get a hand up.
Moore passes to Davis. Screen by Cousins. Back to Davis. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 26.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Griffin's shot is off.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Cunningham. Now here's Williams. But they recover it. Harrell. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Power of the brow, brother. Anthony Davis completely unstoppable in the first half. Already an elite finisher, he's now creating for himself more. When healthy, he's one of the top 3 bigs in the game.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
Welcome back to New Orleans as we take a gentle cruise down the Mississippi River before returning to action. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
Clippers trail by 17. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Griffin and Jordan, the front court. Thornwell is out there with Rivers. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Griffin dishes to Rivers. Now the pass to Thornwell. And here's Johnson outside. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there. When you think of this Clipper team, you think of their offense, but they are a solid defensive group. One of the better defensive teams in the NBA last year. Offense gets the glory, but a lot of their wins come from their defensive effort.
Jordan the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for the Clippers and their defense, Steve, there isn't a lot that they are weak at as a unit. Very tough to give them matchup problems.
Yeah, it is. It starts with DeAndre Jordan. They have rim protection. Check that off. They have speed and length on the wings, and they can switch on defense. Very underrated this team is defensively.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Johnson. And Smitty, as an NBA player, you got to travel all over the country and see just about every major metro area in the nation. When you were playing and you were doing all that traveling, which city did you always look forward to playing in the most?
You know, Kevin, I thought it was Miami when I left Miami because I had the friends. And let me be honest, the weather and getting a chance to go back to the restaurants. But I think the energy and the basketball knowledge of the fans just walking around is New York City. You have great conversations with people at a deli all around the city of New York, and then playing in the Mecca. New York was my favorite place.
And they made you feel appreciated there, whether they despised you because you were good and were going to hurt the Knicks, or you were playing for New York and they could cheer you on. Am I right?
Yeah, you're totally right. The one thing they did, Kevin, like you said, playing well or not, or rooting for you or not, they always told you the truth.
Here's Rivers following the basket by Anthony Davis. Rivers kicks to Griffin. Lets it fly from 18. Davis against Jordan. And it's Davis missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Here is Cunningham. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Jordan the screen. The three. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 14, getting a little bit closer on the bucket from Rivers.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here is Cunningham. He has 7.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Johnson in the corner. The tray. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Davis. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on them.
For New Orleans, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Here's Thornwell. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Griffin. It's deflected. Cunningham passes to Moore, and the shot goes down. Moore's got 6.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Here's Thornwell, guarded by Holiday. Left side, Griffin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And that's now 10 points for Blake Griffin. Rivers against Holiday. He kicks it to Cousins. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 17. Johnson outside. Jordan dishes to Johnson. To the paint. Rivers kicks to Griffin. Griffin. It's good on the putback.
Please block out Blake Griffin. If not, that's the result.
Pelicans leading by 15. Moore passes to Holiday. Davis with a screen on Rivers. Screen by Cousins. Here's Cunningham. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
2.
Wesley Johnson picks one up. For New Orleans, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. 2 shots. That one is off. The one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Well, it all starts back to when this team was sold for $2 billion. Ownership is not afraid to open up their checkbook to acquire talent. Next for them is just getting to the next level and winning a championship.
He hits the second from the line. And the Clippers have possession. Evans outside. Picked by Griffin. Oh, Griffin in position, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
New Orleans leading by 16. Nelson kicks to Davis. Here is Cunningham. He's got 8. And they double up Davis to the left side wing. For 3, Nelson. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's the shot Nelson's always relied on, and it served him well. He works nonstop on the perimeter, finding the space he needs to get good looks from beyond.
Count that one.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
Outside, Davis. Now the feed to Cunningham. Back to Davis, and they double up Davis, and stolen by Jordan. Outside, Griffin. He feeds it to Evans. Pass to Rivers. Picked by Griffin. Clock at 6. Rivers kicks to Jordan. Over Cousins. Jordan's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 17. Cousins with it. Outside Holiday. Back to Cousins. Shoots the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. Diallo, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans leading by 16. Now Holiday, he's got 7. Up and in on the layup. Holiday's got 9. Clippers trail by 18. Evans kicks to Griffin. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
That's how you play the game. Draw 2 defenders, kick it out to the wide open man for a bucket.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here is Cunningham. He's got 8. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Kicks to Evans. Jordan the screen. Rivers against Holiday. Jordan with the screen on Holiday. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Thornwell. And he overshot that one, missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The Pelicans have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Jamir Nelson at the line for 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for Nelson. New Orleans making a switch here. Clark's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Reedy's checked in for Jordan. Harrell comes in for Blake Griffin. Lou Williams is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And he makes both free throws. Clippers trail by 18. And here's Evans. Harrell up top. Back to Evans. Clippers moving the ball around. Reed a screen. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Yeah, and last season, DeMarcus Cousins moving on in that blockbuster trade. Really impossible to get equal value for a star like Cousins, but he was pleased, I think, to put all the rumors of being traded to bed.
Shot clock at 3. Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
And how about Cousins just reading it perfectly off the rim to send it home?
Evans passes to Thornwell. He dishes it to Williams. And again, no good by the Clippers. And with Cousins, he found out that he was being traded to the Pelicans while at the All-Star game in New Orleans.
And it's never easy fitting in with another star like the Brow, but Cousins is just so skilled that you knew they would find a balance. And at the end of the day, Cousins seems to be happy with a team who's committed to him.
Reed a screen. Kicks it out to Evans. Good D by Nelson. New Orleans leading by 22. Here's Clark. There's the pick. A floater. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
You got to love the intensity. Cousins going right for the throat and just jamming that one home.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Harrell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pick by Harrell. Here's Thornwell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Evans against Nelson. Here's Cousins. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Thornwell. Passes it to Evans. Here's Thornwell. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Here's Cousins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you got to love the intensity that Cousins brings, throwing his weight around inside and drawing the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, and Cousins, with his physical style, always among the league leaders in free throws.
Morris checked in for New Orleans. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Johnson, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. He doesn't get the second one. LA has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Evans kicks to Williams. Over to the left wing. Here's Thornwell. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Clark for three. Tips it. It's hauled in by Thornwell. Clippers shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Took him no time at all on that one. Williams has got 14 points.
He is so comfortable in this area, something Williams relies on, the mid-range.
Here's Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 6 assists here tonight.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Now here's Evans. There's the pick. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Moore.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nelson against Evans. Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Evans in the corner. There's a screen by Williams. Evans dishes to Reed. Feeds it to Williams. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Los Angeles, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Clippers making a change here. Good on the second free throw. Nelson. That one, no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job. Let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Ejuan Moore is out there with Diallo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Ian Clark. And it's Nelson in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Griffin passes to Williams. Oh, Griffin in position. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went, got it, and dunked it home.
There's a screen. Nelson kicks to Moore. Out to Nelson. Back to Cousins. And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Johnson from outside. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 16th rebound on the night. Now, here is Nelson. Screen by Cousins. Nelson kicks to Clark. 6 to shoot. dishes it to Cousins. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Clippers shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Again, Johnson missing.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
And here's more outside. Good D by Johnson. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The putback. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Jordan.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Moore dishes to Clark. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Williams kicks to Evans. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Griffin sets the screen for Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Pass to Clark. They set the pick. Diallo, no good. Clippers trail by 21. Evans inside. Good D by Nelson. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Cousins kicks to Nelson. Screen by Cousins. Moore outside. Off target from three-point range. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Griffin passes to Evans. Williams with the ball. Jordan the screen. Over Clark. And it's Williams again missing. The pass to Diallo. Here's Cousins, and Jordan sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. And the dunk by Evans.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
You might look at him and think he can't get up, but he finds a way to consistently surprise the D by rising way above them time after time.
And here are the Pelicans now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Moore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Each one more. At the line for two.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
No good on the free throw. So for the Pelicans, Davis is checked in for Diallo. Cunningham comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jameer Nelson. Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. And he's good on the second. Clippers trail by 20. Left side, Griffin. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back. And Cousins kicks to Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And when you look at the Pelicans, you got to expect for them to be one of the top defensive teams in the league. You've got the Twin Towers down low, and Drew Holiday is in the top handful, I think, of defensive point guards in the league.
Two.
The first one falls. Andrew Holiday at 6'4", great size for the point guard position.
And his height enables him to cover shooting guards. At the same time, he does a great job of keeping smaller players in front of him.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Davis setting the pick for Cousins. He drains the turnaround jump shot. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
And Cousins with a terrific perimeter game. One more thing that kind of sets him apart at that center position.
Shots good by Williams.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Williams against Moore. The dish to Holiday. Moore right side. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Williams dishes to Griffin. Back to Williams. On the wing, Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Here is Cunningham. Over to the wing. Baseline J on the way. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Rivers kicks to Griffin. Williams against Moore. The feed to Jordan. That shot off the mark. And New Orleans will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Got that bucket in no time at all. Clippers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Griffin kicks to Williams. He feeds it to Jordan. Left side, Griffin. Over Davis. But they recover it.
That mid-range jump shot is getting better and better for Blake.
Pelicans leading by 21. Screen by Cousins. Right side, Davis. Davis with a screen on Rivers. Here's Holiday. That's tipped. Griffin passes to Rivers. He kicks to Jordan. Picked by Griffin. From deep, Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. There's the pick. Outside Holiday. Screen by Cousins. Holiday against Rivers. And again, it's Drew Holiday. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Here's Griffin. Again, Los Angeles.
Go through Blake Griffin. He is rolling. That's a nice shot.
New Orleans leading by 18. Now Moore. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Davis with a screen on Rivers. And Holiday, here we go, in for his 7th make in 13 tries. And Los Angeles guys shooting 53% from the field in the 4th quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Griffin kicks to Williams. Lobs it up for Jordan. But they'll get another chance.
and they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Now here is Holiday. Screen by Cousins. Jordan against Davis. Moore dishes to Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Clippers trail by 18. Pass to Rivers. Kicks it to Williams. Moore with the steal. And here's Holiday. He dishes it to Moore. Davis with a screen on Williams. And Moore kicks to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. And Griffin sends it back. On the wing, Williams. .136 left in the fourth. Great D that time from Davis. Now here is Holiday. Screen by Cousins. Outside, Davis. Holiday against Rivers. From past the arc, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Diallo, he's checked in for Cousins. Darius Miller comes in for Dante Cunningham. Clark, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Willie Reed, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Harrell comes in for Blake Griffin. Thornwell, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Evans in for Austin Rivers. Omer Ashi, he's checked in for Anthony Davis.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New Orleans.
Look, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
The former number 2 overall pick, Wesley Johnson, bounced around for years, but has managed to turn a corner and become a productive player.
And Johnson drops them both. Here's Nelson. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Diallo. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
and 1.
On the free throw, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Evans kicks to Reed. To the inside. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! Here's Clark. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.